Another week, another feature focus. As we get closer to the release of Jurassic World Evolution 3, we're still getting new content each and every week. Just last week, we got the incredible announcement that Jurassic World Evolution 3 will feature the river cruise attraction known as the Cretaceous Cruise. If you happen to have missed my previous video about that, we went into detail breaking it down and discussing the newly released footage from the game. But today, we have yet more footage of this game with feature focus 4, I think? There's so many now. In this one, we talk about modular building and how to build our parks with new techniques being introduced via Evolution 3. But not only that, we also have some new species confirmed to be returning into the game. So once you're sat back, relaxed and got your snacks at the ready, it's time to break down the latest feature focus from Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Welcome back, park managers. In this module, we'll be looking at the range and ease of customization available with your scenery and structures. This is where you'll really get to leave your mark. You'll have access to several exciting themes when building out your parks. Plus, we have tons of ready-to-go blueprints so you can get them up and running quickly and easily. But before we get into the building, you'll need to think about how your guests and staff will get around. There's plenty of paving to choose from to match any aesthetic. With thousands of versatile pieces available for you to build with, you can curate your guests' dinosaur experiences like never before. Take your time using our tools to carefully craft structures, building out your park exactly as you want. Remember those blueprints I mentioned? Well, you'll find there's even more you can access, shared by other park managers through our workshop. You can easily access the workshop without even needing to leave your park, making finding new creations much easier. Browse through a wide range of unique designs and build out your blueprint collection. And don't forget to upload your own. We're very excited to watch your parks develop and see just how far you'll push your designs. Be sure to watch the rest of our modules for further training on managing your parks.
Starting with the opening sequence, we're once again at this very specific park in particular. It's the same park that was used in the official trailers, in previous feature focuses, and even the recent Cretaceous Cruise showcase. But the one thing I noticed from here is that the guests are pretty much the same, and they do this one really annoying thing that I hated in the last two games. They will only follow paths with purpose. What does that mean? Well, if there's a quick and optimal pathway that includes a building on that path, they will use it. But if there's not, then they will just not use that path whatsoever, even if it's decorated so nicely. Here we can see plenty of unused path not being interacted with or used, simply because there is no reason for them or purpose to go anywhere on that path, leading to guests to clump together. The next shot features the more Maltese looking map that's also been used in the trailers in the past, but this time we see a better look at the aviary on the side with a unique design to it. It actually looks as though it has the Jurassic World variant plastered in some kind of custom made version that looks more like it's resembling Jurassic Park 3's. But moving on, once again, weird guest movement and routes. I just really hope they fix this and make it more random to make the parks feel a little more alive and natural. Anyways, moving on, we see the Quetzalcoatluses being tortured again by being in that very tiny cage, which I just thought was absolutely hilarious that we get to see this again. And then we get to see the guests seemingly stationary in restaurants on the benches and chairs, just like what they were in the last game. I really do hope that they somehow sort that out when they do develop Evolution 3 beyond release. But then we get confirmation that the Centaurosaurus will be returning and even get the first look at their babies in the game as well. I really like how they also used some modern architecture in this enclosure. Now, I thought that this in the background was Maiasaura, basically confirming its return. But I think I see a slight head crest there as well in some short frames, so it should actually be Centaurosaurus given the enclosure that it's in. But then moving on, we get another confirmation that Tapejara is confirmed to be returning, as we can also see it flying around in the aviary in the background from this shot. But ultimately, building parks was the main thing about this feature focus, and building parks and making them look nicer has never been easier. My goodness, am I blown away by how good this scenery looks. Everything about it, the design, the pathway, the fountains, the lighting, everything looks stunning. However, in addition to that, we now have even more paving options given to us in this game. Wow, actual paths where you don't need an actual path. I am so happy about this because it's going to make building foliage areas so much easier and so much nicer, making the guests feel more immersive in certain areas. Oh, and guests use benches now. Yes, I know. I really hope there is some kind of animation to them that will show the guests squatting down onto these benches and that they don't just come with the assets when you place them down. Otherwise, at that point, I actually think I will cry and drop into tears. We get confirmation that there's thousands of pieces to build with, and as some DLCs start to release for this game, I can only imagine that that number will soon rise. But then we get the Megalodon confirmed to be part of the base game of Evolution 3, seeing it swim through an underwater stone arc, so we can also modular build in the lagoons as well. But this was one of the last species ever added into the previous game, so it's nice to see that it is returning for free, included in the base game of Evolution 3. Oh, and you can also see its little, well, not so little, juvenile swimming around underneath it. It's just so freaking adorable. And Sauropelta is the next one to be confirmed to be returning to the game, as we see 3 of them chilling and hanging out together besides the nesting ground that's been put together for them with modular pieces of flowers and rocks. So far, we have had 4 species confirmed in this feature focus alone. We had so many species confirmed last week, and now we have 4 more to add on top. I feel as though we will probably understand and know about the entire roster of Jurassic World Evolution 3 before it releases, because it's safe to say the hybrids are confirmed to be returning, every canonical species is pretty much going to be returning, and then we'll have some beloved species from the first game and second game, so I'm pretty sure it'll be relatively easy to work out the full roster, because they're also showcasing the new species such as Dreadnoughtus and Psittacosaurus in these dinosaur showcases every other week. So I think by the time mid-October comes by, we will probably have worked out the full roster upon the base game of release for Jurassic World Evolution 3. We then get a better understanding of how the blueprints will work and how we'll be able to use them in this video game, and they're actually very simple to understand. It's quite literally as easy as installing or downloading them from the workshop and then choosing them in multiple options you have in the game. We can even see multiple designs for the hatcheries in this game, and some of them look so outlandish that I absolutely adore them. I cannot wait to get building with this. Oh, and I also just noticed now, that horrible ground in front of the release doors is still there. Oh my goodness, I really hope we can sort that out. And then the next few scenes are just cinematics really, but man does this game start to look even better. I love the Mosasaurus statue, and since now we have it confirmed that it was made piece by piece and it wasn't just a generic asset, I am hoping this means we'll have at least a statue for every dinosaur that's in the game. But we'll all just have to wait and see on October 21st. So, to recap everything we saw in this feature focus, it sadly seems like the guests will be returning to their old clumpy ways. Tapejara, Megalodon, Centaurosaurus, and Sauropelta have all now been confirmed to be part of the 82 species roster for the game, and we also have a better understanding of how blueprints will work when building buildings. And they actually seem like a lot of fun to use as well. I can't wait to finally be able to play this game. In just, I think, 4 weeks from today, I would have played Jurassic World Evolution 3, which is crazy to say. So let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below. But if you have nothing to say, then just leave a dinosaur emoji for the sake of engagement. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. And make sure to subscribe if you're new around here, because as I mentioned, we will be getting early access content when we fly over to the UK to play Jurassic World Evolution 3 early for a couple of hours. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
For our workshop, you can easily access the workshop without even needing to leave your park, making finding new creations much easier. Browse through a wide range of unique designs and build out your blueprint collection. And don't forget to upload your own. We're very excited to watch your parks develop and see just how far you'll push your designs. Be sure to watch the rest of our modules for further training on managing your parks.